Welcome back to the channel. This is a Manchester United versus Olympic Lyon match preview. We need to beat Lyon. It's do or die, all or nothing, now or never. These players need to turn up at Old Trafford and beat Lyon for us to progress in the semi-finals. UEFA Europa League is the thing that we only have to fight for. It's our only route to the Champions League next season. Without that, next season we're not playing in Europe, and these players knows. So they know they have something to fight for, and they need to fight for it so hard. In the first leg, I went to Olympic Lyons. We almost won it. We almost won it. If it wasn't for Nana, the last minute mistake, giving the ball in the danger zone, we could have won it. If the mistakes could have been prevented, we could have won that game and we could have an advantage coming to Old Trafford. But since that there's no advantage that we have, it's starting afresh again in the second leg, and it's a game that we need to win. Looking at Olympic Lyon in that game away at their home ground, I would say they performed so well. Look at the start; they were better than us. I can admit that. Even though we almost won it, but look at the stats; they kind of played better than us. So, in terms of performance, these players need to improve at Old Trafford. They need just to improve. Look at our previous game against Newcastle United. That performance was just awful. Look at those four goals that Newcastle scored. Those goals that we conceded came through mistakes. Mistakes started from the first goal. Our defense was not so well. From the second goal, Mazrui. The third goal, the fourth goal, Alte. Those four goals were just from mistakes. Mistakes. And those are things that you don't want to see. Look at the last, even the previous game against Olympic Lyon, the first leg. Those two goals that Olympic Lyon scored also came from mistakes, and those mistakes were made by who? Andre Onana. So you can see the last two games we have considered goals through mistakes, and that's what these players need to prevent. If they want to win against Olympic Lyon, they need to prevent some silly mistakes so that we can't concede goals. We can't concede goals because Olympic Lyon is a team that is good. With the slight mistake, they'll punish you. They will destroy you, and we saw it with their home ground. Those two mistakes that Andrena made, they took advantage of it and they scored those two goals. So I think if the mistakes will be prevented, I'm seeing us really winning against Olympic Lyon because looking back on the history of between Manchester United and Olympic Lyon haven't won at Old Trafford. They haven't won at Old Trafford. Those two meetings that we had with them at Old Trafford back in 2004 and back in 2008, they've never won at Old Trafford. They've come at Old Trafford and got away with nothing. With nothing. So looking back at history, I think that's the thing that also might rely on, and also look at Manchester United history in the Europa League. United haven't lost any Europa League game, quarter-final game in the Europa League at Old Trafford. The last three games that we have played in the Europa League at Old Trafford, Manchester United haven't lost. Back in Mourinho's days, back in Ole days, and also back in Erik Ten Hag days, we haven't lost any Europa League game in the quarter-final at Old Trafford. I think that's also something that United will have much confidence knowing that in their history also they haven't lost any game in the quarterfinals at Old Trafford. And the reasons why I'm saying United will really stand as a as a team that might win against Lyon because in the last four games in all competition, they haven't won any game. We haven't won any game. Last four games, we have drawn two and we have lost two. So you can say these players will have that hunger of wanting to win, wanting to bounce back, wanting to redeem themselves, knowing that the last four games they haven't won anything. They haven't won anything. So they'll want to go into this game knowing that they'll need to win this game against Lyon to redeem themselves, to bring much confidence in themselves. That's what we expect from them. We expect from them against in the Premier League against Newcastle United. I will excuse that defeat. I will excuse that defeat because look at that squad. Most of the players were rotated. Amorim made five changes in that squad. Made five changes in that squad compared to the team that played against Olympic Lyon. So I will excuse the game against Newcastle United, but against Lyon, there won't be any excuse. It's a must win for these players. It's just a must win. They will not need to put all the energy in this game because it's a do or die for them. Because this is our ticket to play in the UEFA Champions League next season. Next season, looking at the score that will face Lyon. The game against Newcastle United, Amorim did made 5 changes. He did made some 5 changes, and against Lyon, see rested most of the players. I think Kobe Mino rested. I think Andy Onana rested. Who again, Harry Maguire rested in that game. You can see the players that are coming in, Hoyland rested. You can see also Dorgu rested. A lot of the players rested. So you can see the players that are going to come in the game against Olympic Lyon are going to be fresh and energetic and have lots of energy because they had much rest. Look at the score that I'm saying that Amorin will select because when he was asked and if which goalkeeper will start in the game against Leon in the second leg, he did say that he will choose his best starting 11, his strong starting 11. And starting the goal, I'm seeing Andrew Nana coming back. That's not an excuse. I had hopes in Alte, knowing that in the game against Newcastle United, if he will play so well, we will play against Olympic Lyon, knowing that Andrew Nana, with his errors against Lyon in the first leg, costed us that win. And seems like Alte also, the mistake that the reasons why we left Andrew Nana out of the game against Newcastle United because of his mistakes, the same mistake Alte did against Newcastle United. So I'm like, say that just go back, we go back with Andrew Nana because him being on the bench at the game against Newcastle United kind of opened his mind and he knows that if he made some mistakes, he'll be on the bench, will be rotated. So against Olympic Lyon, I know Andrew Nana will come back fresh and he will know that won't make some silly mistake. Also, the first leg before we played that game, we saw Andy Onana put a lot of pressure on himself when he did say that we are better than Olympic Lyon, we can beat them. And also, so Matic replied by saying that Onana is the worst goalkeeper. You can see Onana put a lot of pressure on himself because he wanted to prove I think strong that he wasn't the best, he wasn't the worst goalkeeper. It was being said. You can see that pressure, we put a lot of pressure on him, and you can see that's the reason why he kind of made those two mistakes because he wasn't comfortable, lots of pressure on him. And now going to this game against Olympic Lyon at Old Trafford, and Onana hasn't talked. And I was like, finally, he should not talk. He should not talk until we play Olympic Lyon. He should not talk. Seems like he did learn his lesson. He did learn his lesson and he won't talk. So in the goal, I will go with Andre Onana. To me, Andre Onana will start. That's my choice. And also, I know Amirom will just come with him. Even though he hadn't, he has a press in the afternoon where he'll say which goalkeeper will start. But I know Andre Onana will be the goalkeeper that will start. Back three, Harry Maguire resting the game against Newcastle United. So I hope he will be back. He will just be back. So the back three of Mazrui, Harry Maguire, and Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro in the game against Lyon, the first leg he was good, scored us that goal, and he was just fantastic. Lindelof to me, still not good. Let me sit on the bench. In the midfield, Kobe Mino, I expect him to return. He didn't play against Newcastle. I think he came in the second half. He had much of rest since he came back from the injury. So Kobe Mino in that midfield, probably with I'll want to see Bruno Fernandes, Kobe Mino and Bruno Fernandes in that midfield. Left wing back, it's either Shaw, Patrick Dogo, because also you can see Shaw since he has come back from injury, he has kind of rested a little bit in the game against Manchester City. He wasn't used as a substitute. In the game against Lyon, he wasn't used as a substitute. And the game against Newcastle United, he was used as a substitute. So either Luke Shaw or Drogo, but to me, I'll want Luke Shaw to start this game. Drogo, when he came in the second half against Newcastle United, he wasn't that kind of good to me. He wasn't kind of good to me. So I'll want to see Shaw starting in this game. I'll want to see Shaw starting because if you have a fit show, he will give you the best performance. Right wing back, as always, they got a lot. No one to put him on the bench. Ahmad Diallo is not available, so they got a lot. He'll only start as our right wing back, our 210. I'll want to see Mason Mount starting that game. You can see in the second leg. I think against Lyon when he came in as a substitute, it was kind of good for us. So I want to see Mount starting as a right as a left 10, and I want to see Garnacho starting as a right 10. The game against Newcastle United, he did score. and to level us in the first half. And you can see he has that much confidence after scoring that goal. You can see him coming to this game against Lyon in the second leg at Old Trafford. He'll have much confidence that he need to want to score. Our striker will have Rasmus Hoyland. Though I wanted to see Zaxi starting this game, but just so unfortunate that Zaxi will be sidelined out for several weeks with a hamstring injury. Zaxi will be a big miss in this game because he's the one who scored for us that second goal for us to take that lead in the 88th minute before and another mistake for us to draw that game. So Zaxi to me will be a big miss. You can see the impact that he has when he's brought in. You can see when he was brought in that game against Olympic in the first leg, he brought in a much impact, and you can see the thing that he can do when he is just good for you. So Hoyland to me is the one who started because you can see on the bench you don't have another striker. So it seems like Hoyland will play throughout the 90 minutes, even if we go to extra time. I don't know. So I think it's the only striker that we have on the bench. Chidobi Martin is not eligible to play in the Europa League, so Hoyland is the one that we will have throughout. So you can see even that computer predictor after I said that Manchester United stands a chance of winning against Olympic Lyon. Manchester United stands a chance of they are 69% chance of winning against Olympic Lyon. That's a computer, but you never know might end the way it said, and because I think it has looked at the history of Manchester United and haven't lost any quarterfinal games to Europa League at Old Trafford. Leon hasn't defeated us in the at Old Trafford in the European game. So I think we stand a good chance to defeat this thing. And about Alte and Jonana, you can see Alte is good in terms of saving penalties. Probably if you go into the penalty takes, probably maybe Ruben Amorim may preserve that substitute, knowing that if he will see that you are heading to maybe penalty takes, so maybe he will preserve that one substitute for either to bring in out in the last minute when the penalty takes near. But what I know that it's under none that will start. He has learned his lesson, and I think will come back fresh and good. So about the injuries, Ahmad Jallo still progressing so well, expected to come back end of May. Matthias Dalit, nothing has been said about him so far. It's now been 2 weeks when it used to say that he had a knock and nothing else has been said. So we'll just wait to see what Amorim will say in his press conference in the afternoon. Eden Heaven is back, and you can see he was on the bench, so you can see in the defense you have some good quality. I think we have a bit of depth in that defense, even though Matthias Dalit won't be available. You can see we have Eden Heaven back on the bench for us. Even though against Newcastle United he didn't play, we know Amarim doesn't rush players who have come back from injury. So you can see the score that we have. It's a good score that I'll say will take on Olympic Lyon so well. And my score prediction this game, I'll go with the 2-1. 2-1. Last time we faced them at Old Trafford, I think we won. I think it was 1-0. Yeah, we won 1-0 at Old Trafford. The last time we faced them. The last time we faced them at Old Trafford, we won 1-0. The goal that was scored by Cristiano Ronaldo for us to secure that win. So let's just wait and see how things will unfold. I have lot of expectation, even though I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit tense of Lyon, knowing that they're good. You see the last game in League One against Auxerre, they won that game 3-1. So you can see they're coming to this game with a lot of confidence, a lot of winning mentality. They're just coming with it. You can see we're the team that will go into this game. Manchester United will go into this game with a lot of pressure, knowing that they have something to fight for and they need to deliver that. That's all I had for you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.